In the latest bombshell shaking the foundations of the British monarchy, fresh reports indicate that Prince Harry is actively seeking a path toward mending fences with his elder brother, Prince William. Yet, in a revelation that has stunned royal observers worldwide, the pathway to bridging this protracted and deeply personal divide does not hinge on interventions from King Charles, seasoned palace courtiers, or even direct negotiations between the two princes themselves. Instead, according to a cadre of prominent royal commentators, the singular figure holding the power to orchestrate any meaningful rapprochement is none other than Catherine, Princess of Wales, affectionately known to the world as Kate. A groundbreaking new documentary has thrust her into the spotlight as the potential linchpin in this familial saga, suggesting that her decision to assume the mantle of mediator could determine whether the brothers remain locked in perpetual alienation or embark on a tentative journey toward healing. With Harry's professional and personal fortunes in the United States appearing increasingly uncertain, amid growing speculation about his long-term viability outside the royal orbit, all eyes are now fixed on Kate and whether she will once more emerge as the family's quiet architect of unity. These startling insights originate from a recently aired Channel 5 documentary entitled The Jobless Prince. What will Harry do next? This probing program delves into the plausible scenario of Harry contemplating a return to the royal fold, particularly in the era following his brother's eventual ascension to the throne. It poses provocative inquiries. Would a prodigal Harry be embraced upon his hypothetical homecoming? What modest or redefined position might he occupy within the institution? And, most critically, whose endorsement would be required to sanction such a seismic shift in family dynamics? The responses elicited from a panel of esteemed royal authorities prove both unexpected and illuminating, offering a rare glimpse into the intricate power structures and emotional undercurrents currently defining the House of Windsor. Among the documentary's most compelling contributors is Charlotte Griffiths, a seasoned royal correspondent for the Daily Mail. In a segment marked by its unflinching candor, Griffiths articulated a strategy for Harry to navigate the formidable barrier posed by William's entrenched resentment. She posited that Harry could effectively get around the William problem by enlisting Catherine as an ally and intermediary. This choice of words is noteworthy, as it implicitly frames William not merely as a aggrieved sibling but as a substantive impediment, one that Harry must strategically sidestep rather than engage head-on. Griffiths elaborated that Kate's involvement could serve as a conduit for dialogue, leveraging her unique position within the family to advocate on Harry's behalf. Delving deeper into the motivations that might compel Kate to embrace this arduous diplomatic endeavor, Griffiths observed that the Princess of Wales harbors, or at one time harbored, a genuine fondness for her brother-in-law. Her employment of both present and past tenses in this assessment is revealing, hinting at a warmth that once flourished but has since been eroded by the cumulative toll of betrayals, public disclosures, and acrimonious fallout over the past several years. Nevertheless, Griffiths maintains optimism that Kate's innate sense of familial duty and institutional preservation could prompt her to extend an olive branch, underscoring the princess's reputation for grace under pressure and her prioritization of collective welfare over individual slights. That said, Griffiths drew a sharp demarcation regarding the scope of any prospective détente. While Kate's mediation might foster a restoration of fraternal rapport on a personal level, it would fall far short of reinstating Harry as an active participant in royal obligations. In no uncertain terms, she declared, William will not have his brother back in the royal family when he is on the throne. This pronouncement eliminates any ambiguity, signaling that Harry's tenure as a working royal, complete with official engagements, taxpayer-funded support, and representational duties, has been irrevocably terminated, at least during William's reign. Personal forgiveness, should it materialize through Kate's efforts, would thus be compartmentalized, decoupled from any professional rehabilitation within the firm. The documentary's release is impeccably timed, coinciding with a period of palpable vulnerability in Harry's American chapter. Insider accounts paint a picture of diminishing opportunities. High-profile contracts with streaming giant Netflix and audio platform Spotify have either concluded prematurely or underperformed spectacularly, yielding scant returns on their multimillion-dollar investments. As scrutiny intensifies over how Harry and his wife, Meghan, intend to sustain their opulent existence in the exclusive enclave of Montecito, California, whispers of financial strain and career stagnation have begun to circulate. Against this backdrop, the program's speculation about a royal repatriation, however remote, gains traction among pundits, even as those with intimate knowledge of palace sentiments dismiss it as fanciful. Kate's propensity for assuming the role of familial conciliator is hardly a novel development. Rather, it forms a recurring thread throughout her tenure as Princess of Wales. Historical precedents abound. illustrating her consistent willingness to intercede in moments of crisis, especially concerning the fraught dynamic between William and Harry. Once inseparable confidants, united in grief over the tragic loss of their mother, Princess Diana, the brothers have endured a schism spanning more than 5 years, a fracture that has inflicted profound emotional wounds and tarnished the monarchy's veneer of invincibility in the court of public opinion. As the funeral cortege concluded at St. George's Chapel, attendees proceeded on foot toward the castle proper. Captured in photographs that swiftly went viral, Kate, William, and Harry were observed in animated conversation, a fleeting tableau that ignited widespread optimism for détente. Yet, Kate's subsequent maneuver elevated the moment to one of masterful subtlety. She discreetly receded, affording the brothers unencumbered privacy to converse sans her mediating presence. This calculated step back was lauded by eagle-eyed commentators as an exemplar of tactical empathy. Royal biographer Brian Hoey, author of an acclaimed volume on Prince William, extolled Kate's conduct in glowing terms. Quoting the adage, "Cometh the hour, cometh the man," he adapted it poignantly, "but in the royal family's case, it's a woman. Thank God for Kate. She is the rock the monarchy will depend on." Hoey commended her impeccable demeanor, crediting her with engineering a fragile but vital reconnection between the siblings during an otherwise fraught occasion. His endorsement underscores Kate's emergence as the monarchy's steadfast anchor, reliably poised to navigate turbulent interpersonal waters. Kate's conciliatory impulses predate even this high-profile instance, tracing back to the precarious months preceding Harry and Meghan's official withdrawal from senior royal roles in 2020. Archival reports from 2019 disclose that Kate was profoundly alarmed by the escalating discord and proactively counseled Harry to initiate gestures of goodwill toward William. This was no perfunctory suggestion. It constituted a purposeful incursion into the brothers' impasse by a figure acutely attuned to the ramifications. Culminating her efforts that Easter, Kate orchestrated a post-church gathering at the Sussexes' then residence, Frogmore Cottage. Envisioning William's kingship, pre-ascension mediation could normalize Harry as peripheral kin, acknowledged yet excised from operations. Absent such, alienation may calcify eternally. Ultimately, this drama transcends protocol, exposing raw human frailties beneath the crown's gloss. The brothers' severed bond, forged in shared bereavement, sundered by pride and publicity, evokes profound tragedy. What are your views on Kate's prospective mediation? Ought she intervene, or has Harry's barrage crossed irredeemable thresholds? Is fraternal restoration feasible, or indelibly shattered? Engage in the comments section below. UK Royal Report stands as your premier conduit for nuanced royal intel, expert deconstructions, and real-time updates. Subscribe forthwith, enable alerts, and align with our discerning community for unparalleled insight into the Windsor's labyrinthine world. The drama escalates. Secure your front row seat today.